The mayor of New York getting pushback from billionaire Ken Griffin and his company called Citadel. Griffin threatening to not go forward with his planned project in Midtown Manhattan.
Billionaire threatened to pull 21,000 jobs out of New York City. Mamdani said he has no regrets.
Do you regret doing that video?
That home, when it was purchased, was the most expensive home in the United States of America.
Here is why that answer is the right one. Every politician who has ever tried to tax the wealthy has faced the same threat. We will leave.
First of all, people have left New York City. You've seen hedge funds and certain banks and Ken Griffin, and I think it's a bad idea. I mean, you want to have a very competitive city.
We will take our investment somewhere else. And for decades, politicians blinked. They backed down. They softened the policy. They wrote an exemption. And the wealthy stayed anyway. Mamdani is not blinking, and here is why that matters. Here are the verified facts. Mamdani made a tax day video outside Ken Griffin's $238 million penthouse,
which hedge fund CEO Ken Griffin bought for $238 million,
promoting the pied-à-terre tax on luxury second homes. The video was seen over 50 million times. 50 million people watched a mayor stand outside the most expensive home ever purchased in America and say, "We are taxing this."
Well, today, we're taxing the rich.
That is not a gaffe. That is a mandate in action. Griffin's COO sent a company-wide memo threatening to cancel the 350 Park Avenue redevelopment.
The memo pointed to the firm's planned redevelopment of 350 Park Avenue, a project expected to generate about 6,000 construction jobs.
6,000 construction jobs, 15,000 permanent jobs, $6 billion in investment. The threat was real. It was also a negotiating tactic. Griffin has been moving operations to Miami since 2022, before Mamdani was elected, before the video, before the pied-à-terre tax existed. The exodus was already happening. Mamdani was asked directly if he regrets the video. He said no. He said he wants Griffin and every investor to succeed in New York City. He said the pied-à-terre tax has a narrow impact and is designed to ensure everyone can remain in the city. That is not the language of war. That is the language of a mayor doing what he was elected to do. Griffin paid $2.3 billion in city and state taxes over 5 years and gave $650 million in charitable donations. The pied-à-terre tax would cost him $35,000 a year on that apartment. Less than 2 hours of his average daily earnings. This is not punishment. It is a contribution. 8.5 million New Yorkers elected Mamdani to do exactly this. And 50 million people watched. If Griffin pulls the 350 Park Avenue project, those 21,000 jobs are a real loss. That pain is real. But the real question is this. If Mamdani backs down now, apologizes, softens the tax, or gives Griffin an exemption, what signal does that send to every other billionaire in New York City? That all you have to do to avoid paying is threaten to leave? That the mayor of the largest city in America can be moved by a memo? Mamdani is not backing down because backing down costs more than standing firm. It costs the credibility of every policy he ran on. Ken Griffin threatened to pull $6 billion. Mamdani said he has no regrets. 50 million people watched the video. The tax is still moving forward. Politicians back down when threatened. Mamdani was elected by 8.5 million people to stop doing that. He is keeping his word.